Alright, we should be live any second now. Any second. Let me check, make sure it's working. It is? Okay, perfect. Alright, I just need to mute myself. There we go. Alright, hello, and welcome to the very short, possibly the shortest stream I'll ever do, which is going to be like just 19 minutes before the mod goes live. So, welcome. This is Feraie Junction. If you didn't see the thumbnail, it is that what they're called? No. God, I can't remember the term for it. Anyway, it's basically Moss Isley, but muddy. It's got little green alligators running around, but they don't seem to attack anyone, so they must just be like pests or something. And it's got kind of pinkish bluish skies, which I think I've managed to recreate pretty well here. It's a combination of the Teth skybox, which Leo made, and one of the nebulas, which is blue, but it gives this sort of a white appearance, which is not quite what I was going for, but also not bad looking. It's definitely got the wispy look of the sky in the comics, so, you know, I can't complain. So I wasn't sure how to do this at first. The plan was originally to make it, this is the junkyard where the droids are sold, but I thought about it and I decided to put that more over here, so I'd make like the whole left side here kind of the city. The right side, the wilderness, the bottom right, the fort, or built, whatever you want to call it. This definitely shouldn't be here. This is a very old map, by the way, that I just kind of dropped and didn't pick up for a long time. And then this can be wilderness. It's pretty clear to me that I haven't touched this in a long time. Go figure. But yeah. I thought about turning on sound, but I don't know if I should bother. I guess I could try see if I can find something quick. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. I will be very quick here because I know exactly what I want. Where did I put it? Put it here. There it is. Start with this. There we go. And now no music is playing. Oh, because I clicked the wrong thing. Go figure. There we go. This track is 9 minutes. Perfect. Okay. So what I've gone for is something similar to what I did in Zelphatal, with these buildings kind of poking out of the mountains. I think it's kind of a cute touch. I didn't even remember that I did this. I worked on this like over a year ago, dropped it, used the height map, basically made it larger, then applied it to like a lot of different maps because I was like, I'll do the mountains perfectly one time, it'll take forever, and then I'll use them in a million different maps, and I did. So I definitely got my money's worth out of the work I put into this. But I never finished this. Technically, this is also the Rothana height map. Like, so I technically have a credit for working on Rothana, because if you look closely, these are the same mountains Rothana uses. Though it changes a bit down here because Cho got an early version of it that was a bit sloppier, but she covered over a lot of the sloppy parts, like especially around here with giant buildings, so you probably can't tell that it looks bad. Yeah. The A6 is to help me measure size. I don't... As long as the A6 fits, even if it's not comfortably, I'm okay with it. That's my usual general rule of thumb. I need to figure out how to transition the mud terrain to something that looks appropriate for a landing zone. I should probably be further away from the cliffs. Might also make sense to just put maybe like 2 landing zones here. I don't know. I probably only need 1 out base, but I don't love them being that close to the landing zone. This is the weird thing about coming back to really old maps that I've worked on, because I'll see like all these design flaws that like represent like sort of an older way of looking at it. Like, I believe this was made before we even had non-5 pop landing zones. Hey, Akbrix. So, how are you doing? Ooh, 15 minutes. Okay. I don't think I've done anything. Just except talk. Oh well. One cute thing I'm doing here is this. Wait, is this 11? Okay. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Ah! There we go. And that's a little too high, so we're going to take the height tool. Control Z really is your friend. You definitely don't want to be going edit, undo for every little thing, so get used to using Control Z. That's my advice for any potential mappers out there. There we go. Go ahead and grab it. Double click to grab all of them. I'm going to say minus 0.25. It's maybe unnecessary, but I think it looks better. I love Control Z. Oh god. I think at one point I considered making my username something to the effect of Control Z IRL or something like that. Just because I used it so much in this mod. Actually, it was in modding 15-ish years ago. Something like that. I took a long break from it because my computer went... Anyway, long story. But back then, I got so used to using Control C, Control V, and Control Z that, like, I can safely say it became a life skill that was very helpful. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what to do with this, but I want it to be some kind of infantry-only path somehow. And these are, like, the leftover idea parts that I had. I can probably get rid of this one and this one, because these used to all be in different areas, but now they're not. Get rid of this. It's good anyway. Now we have them all together because Leo went and put like all the Naboo... Oh, this is desert. All of the Naboo stuff together. So it's like... Yeah, boy! Actually, can I find a use for this? Ooh! Oh, I like that. That might be really useful. It's a little too nice for this planet, maybe. But I figure there can be a mix of ugly and nice. Maybe these should be yellow instead of orange. Let's go see if we can find yellow ones. Are there not? Oh, Leo didn't make yellow ones. Eh, whatever. Orange is good enough. I'll just keep these yellow then. You know, I never checked the poll results on my community question about what faction people would be playing first. Imperial Warlords wins, followed by Hapens and Empire of the Hand, which is actually very surprising. Hot Cartels only got 8% of the votes. New Republic got 17%. That makes sense. I don't understand what people are voting Empire of the Hand and Hapens for, because they're both kind of unfinished factions. If you voted Empire of the Hand or Hapens, tell me why, because I'm curious. For C, if I remember. Oh, corporate sector. Yeah, I mean, I expected one vote for them, but I guess none. Okay. Then again, the corporate sector aren't super fun on ground, I don't think. In my opinion, anyway. They don't really have the interesting heroes for it. And I feel like if people are watching my channel, they're probably interested in the things that would not make the corporate sector appealing in the first place. They're very much a faction for if you don't like heroes and you prefer space. Because that's what, like, their mechanics are arranged around right now. So, that there's probably a bias in my viewers against them isn't surprising. You posted... I should probably read the comments since there's two of them. Obviously the Warlords, that makes sense. Hapen this time. I haven't played them yet. Really close commander, a lot of juicy influence unit. Okay, that makes sense. I don't understand why a lot of people would want them, though, because, like... I mean, this sounds mean, but the Hapens are currently unbalanced, and they will be balanced later. The Empire of the Hand is just straight up wait until next patch, which is kind of sad but true. But it will be pretty cool next patch. I think they're actually getting mechanics. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I think they're getting mechanics, but I could be totally wrong. They are definitely getting ground units, though. This might look good here. I have to do math now. What is this? 45, 0, 45, so 22.5. Math! This is a pretty big landing zone, so I don't think this will clip into that. No, I don't believe it will. I can understand the influence units. If you're treating them as like essentially cheating to play Mandalore, I can kind of understand that. I guess they're not terrible. The Hapens are just... they're not there yet. For reasons. I'm trying to do math here. Hang on. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to type it in so that I don't second guess myself. 90 minus 22.5. Calculator. Oh my god. You have to make this so hard. Okay, thank you. 67.5. Okay. Alright. And 90 plus. Ugh. 22.5. This calculator sucks. 112.5. 180. Okay. Would it be 180 minus? It would, I think. 15.7.5. Plus 22. 202.5. This is why I don't like working with circles. It's just lots of math. The hard kind. 270 minus 247.5. People are like, why do you make so many squares? Because it's easy. 292.5. And then this one I can just straight up set as negative 22.5. Convenient. Alright, cool. Thank you, calculator. You were not that great, but I'll take it. I want playable manufacturing so bad. I'm so looking forward to trying the other influence, like the Sun Guard. Oh yeah! There's some that are like only in the late era start, which is kind of cool. I feel like we've definitely made the mistake of putting all the influence unit in the early starts, so people are like, I'm only going to play the early eras. And it's like, okay, well, I guess anything that's not in the early eras is a waste of time now to work on. And it kind of shows because there's like, when there's like Era 6 issues, they never get found until like 5 years later because nobody's playing it, which is a problem. But anyway, I'm definitely not salty about that. What are you talking about? Anyway, let's go ahead. Ooh, 5 minutes ish. 105. Is that music loud for you guys, or is it just me? I'm fine with it if it's just for me. I think it should be quiet on your end. I like the feeling of progression from the early starts. Yeah. The problem is that they just... Okay, so the whole reason the GCs got redone was so that, like, we wouldn't have to include late era planets. Okay, it's good. That's good. We wouldn't have to include late era planets, in early GCs, so like you wouldn't have Eel Shaw in Era 1. But then the problem with that became, so like then a bunch of planets that were unique to the later eras were added, and it's like, cool, this makes the layouts relevant to each era, but then people only start in Era 1, so... That's why I sometimes very snarkily call late era planets that only appear in late eras as quarantine planets. No, I'm not bitter. What are you talking about? I don't know how many people have actually even seen my Tulpa map at this point, because I know it only appears in like eras 5 and 6. Or 4. I forgot. Alright. How will this look? Actually, I should count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted that wrong. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so yeah, okay. As long as people aren't like trying to put them on the very, well, maybe even they do, they should. This should be fine. Not bitter at all, definitely. Of course not. Oh, the best part. Here's a tip: when you get something done perfectly, when you get something done and you really like it mathematically, click on it, double click, Control C, Control V, click and drag, get it close, then do the coordinates. This is why I do a lot of math stuff, because you can recreate it very quickly. This can be moved back. I can flatten this mountain. And I'll texture that, why not? There we go. Okay. There we go. I'll call that good. Save there. And I might stop the street. What texture is on the mountain? Mountain temp 00 or W underscore MNT underscore TEMP 00. And you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and change it to an asteroid texture. It might be too much, but it might look better. I can't tell. I don't know which of those is better. Let's try the other asteroid. Oh, hello. I think I might actually like that one more. Ooh. Oh yes, I do like this. I think I'll stick with this one. Oh yeah, that gives it a nice depth. It's fake, but it looks nice, and that's the important thing. Ooh, that's really good. Let's turn the fog on. Oh, the fog is on. Okay, it's just low. And there we go. So yeah, this is Feraie Junction. It's going to be a city stretching very chaotically around here. It's going to end somewhere around here. It's going to be all wilderness. It's going to be the base. I need to figure out some infantry-only solution and some other kind of obstacle in the way here somehow. And that'll probably be it. Anyway, I'm going to save and stop because the video is probably going to play soon, so I know you all want to catch that. Be safe. Be good. Goodbye. Go ahead and end my stream.